Well, according to the old hourglass of horror, it's time once again for Creepy Cheapies here at Horror Hotel, where we take a little time out each week to appreciate the fine art of monster masks. Today's horrible monstrosity gets full marks, full points, 10 out of 10 for crazy, because it's one of the craziest in the history of craziness. It's really crazy looking, and it sort of looks like a scarecrow, like an evil scarecrow kind of mask, which is very common as a Halloween disguise item. This one came out in the year 2025, just barely in time for Halloween, just barely. So a lot of people, I guess, didn't notice it, and I heard one collector say it sort of slipped between the cracks. And I thought, wait a minute, between the cracks is where the floorboards are. It wouldn't have slipped between the cracks, it would have slipped between the floorboards or through the cracks. But anyway, what am I talking about? This scary guy. Brace yourselves. Are you braced? Okay, good. Because here is what is called the Burlap Monster. Oh my goodness, look at that guy. Isn't that scary? Isn't that scary? I mean, you look at him and you think, oh dear, oh. Suddenly I'm salad fingers. I don't know what that came from. Anyway, look at this scary guy. Now, who made this mask? Do you want to tell them or should I? Okay, I'll tell them. He wants me to point out that he was created by the weirdos at Oktober Studios. Oktober with a K. Get it right this time. Caption zombies. Yeah. And again, this was meant to be part of the 2025 lineup, but it came out so late in the year, a lot of people failed to notice it, which is a shame because, as I said previously, it certainly gets full marks for being crazy weird. Look how weird. He's got entirely too many teeth there. See that? That's more than the legal amount, really. That's more than it would be street legal. Not even counting these things, which are those teeth or are those horns? Oh, they're more teeth. He says they're more teeth. Growing out of his cranium here and there all the way around. Now he looks like he's made of fabric, like burlap. And one thing interesting about sculpting burlap, if you're a sculptor, you'll know what I mean. Masks that are sculpted to look like burlap, which is to say scarecrows and mummies and some kind of sack head type of characters or sculpted hoods. It's almost impossible to sculpt burlap. So the sculptures always look like the opposite of burlap, which is to say instead of having lines of string or thread woven over top of each other, they have gouges in. They have lines drawn into, indented into the surface. So it's kind of like reverse burlap. However, you only notice that if you're really looking at it really close up. From any distance at all, such as from me to your monitor, yeah, it looks pretty much like burlap or some kind of linen type fabric, which is the look you want, because if they left it smooth, it would look like skin, and he's supposed to be sort of a sack head. And as you can see, he's even stitched up in the back. And here they went the extra mile for us and put a real rope on there. I didn't add that. This is actually on there. And it is fastened. Trouble is, I haven't tried this, but if you wanted to actually wear this, which I would probably put it on a mannequin figure, like a dummy. Yeah, like a dummy. I didn't mean that like a, but you see, never mind. Look at the camera. Okay, if you were going to actually wear this, you might have a problem, because if you're a grown human, you're never going to get your head through there, I don't think, because of the rope. And you wouldn't want to cut the rope. No, don't ever cut the rope. So maybe this could be carefully undone, untied, and then put back together when you're wearing it. But mind that you don't strangle yourself and end up as some kind of zombie, scarecrow, dead ghost thing yourself, because if you died by adjusting your Halloween mask improperly, That would be the most embarrassing story to have to share with all the other ghosts and spirits, wouldn't it? You know? No, don't let this happen to you, folks. But one of the things I like about him, besides the abundance of teeth, is those little beady red eyes with the high gloss finish. They look like little blood-filled marbles. And really cool. And his big wet looking nasty tongue is also cool. And if you were going to be wearing it, you may have guessed this, you'd be seeing out of little holes that are cut out right above the eyelids. Can you see that? There are little holes there above his eyelids and under this brow area, which is common with masks of today. Anyway, I draw your attention to the Burlap monster, not to be confused with the Burl Ives monster. No. I bring him to your attention because, as I mentioned, a lot of people seem to have not noticed him because he came out kind of late in 2025. And, you know, not everybody had the opportunity to see him. But if you want to freak out the humans next Halloween, there you go. And he mostly looks like a scarecrow, but the costuming is a little bit open to interpretation. You could do different kinds of strange outfits for him. Definitely need either rubber monster hands or gloves of some sort, or at least paint on your hands, you know, make up your hands to look weird so that they fit with this very strange guy with all his strange details and this unique combination of scarecrowedness with fangs and a tongue and little monster eyes, and whatever is under the burlap we'll never know because he's growing right through it and he's sort of fused to the fabric and become one with it. So he's a very strange monster, and I just like him because he's kind of surreal. He's kind of weird and surreal, and he looks like he's enjoying himself. I always like monsters who look like they enjoy their work, don't you? Certainly. So there is the Burlap monster. Say, how much do you sell for? About 90 bucks, do you? Maybe less, maybe 80? Okay, I'll just say 80 or 90. Listen, 80 or 90. There. 80 or 90 bucks from Oktober Studios, the Burlap monster. And I should mention, it says Burlap monster right on the tag. So that's not me calling it that because I didn't know its real name. That's the name. That's really, he's the Burlap monster. And he's pretty sturdy, pretty solid, gonna look great on a mannequin. If we were doing Horror Hotel right now, I would definitely put him on one of my, you know, scarecrow dummies or something equally scary and weird and freaky. And okay, don't oversell it. All right. So until next time, farewell from me and the Burlap monster. And oh, I hate to have to say this, but please subscribe. There, I said it. Well, it makes me uncomfortable saying that. I don't like saying it. Say it again. Please subscribe. You think if I say it enough, I'll get comfortable with it. I don't think it works that way. Good night, everybody.